Hey guys, I'm Farrahs and welcome to Alien Isolation. Now, Alien is by far one of my favourite movie series is out there. I'm trying to think what the word is, because it's like a saga, but with 4, so it's a saga plus 1. But basically, I was really excited when they basically announced Alien Isolation quite a while ago. It's probably about a year ago, actually. But I have recently come into possession of it, so I'm actually going to play the game, and I'm going to play it with you guys because it's fun and it's an interesting sort of game, and everybody's probably seen anything like it. Now, I'm terrible at games. I am so awful that awful people are better at this than me. So I'm going to I'm just going to override. Obviously, I had a test of the game to make sure it worked. Season logo is better video. I'm going to go with that. I'm going to try and make sure that everything's kind of seeable, because otherwise we can't see anything, and that's not fun. But yes, this is the start of one of my new series. I say series, Let's Plays. Let's Plays is kind of what I wanted to do quite a while back, but I never actually got the chance to do them, mainly because my last computer was... now there is a descriptive word for this, but I can't exactly describe it. Shit. It was awful. It was awfully shit to the point where I could not use it for any AAA games. Now this is only just sort of running the game at like my new computer, but I'm getting another new computer in a couple of days, so hopefully this will sort of balance it out over some time, that I'll actually be able to play some proper games. As you can see, I'm sort of sporting a very destroyed Pepsi shirt at the moment while we wait for this. Now, the game is going to take a while to load, because I'm also recording at the same time, so whether or not I skip out some points... There we go, it's all started to load. It's also a very heavy game. Now, I think I'm going to quiet down now.
Final report of the commercial starship Nostromo. Third officer reporting. The other members of the crew: Kane, Lambert, Parker, Brett, Ash, and Captain Dallas are dead. Cargo and ship destroyed. I should reach the frontier in about 6 weeks. With a little luck, the network will pick me up. This is Ripley, last survivor of the Nostromo, signing off.
Ripley? I'm Samuels. I work for the company. It's about your mother. We think we may have found her, Amanda. A commercial vessel, the Anisadora, has recovered what we believe to be the flight recorder unit of the Nostromo.
Where?
Zeta Reticula.
What did it tell you?
We don't know. The unit was taken to Sevastopol station. It's proprietorial material, so the company wants it to be collected as soon as possible. Sevastopol's a supply depot in the region. It's a permanent free port facility.
I know what it is.
Transit's arranged. There's a courier ship called the Torrens heading out that way in 2 days. We're going to travel out.
We?
Me and another exec. And you, if you're willing. Look, Ripley, when this job came across my desk, I read the case history. I know why you're working in the region where she went missing. You're still looking, aren't you? I've been cleared to offer you a place on the Torrance if you want to come along. Maybe there'll be some closure for you.
I believe we're back in the game. Now during the cutscene I decided to get... Ooh, legs! Hello, legs. I decided to get some Coca-Cola to match my Pepsi shirt. Okay, move keys to walk. Oh, wait, just test my mouse. Make sure I'm all ready. You're all ready for this? And already I like this game. Now, a lot of you have already probably seen the gameplay of this game, and if you haven't, then you've probably been in like a hole for the past few years. Well, past year. Frank Herman. War and Totality. I'm terrible at English, apparently. I probably correct people on their grammar and spelling when it comes to English, and I am awful at it. I also do feel like I'm very tall. Look out, that's really close. Okay. Okay. Now, obviously, I'm going to have a walk about because there are places which I'm curious about searching. So, obviously, we've got these little... Sorry. We've got all these little, like, cubby holes. Sorry, I've got the burps now. So, we're going to look in all these cubby holes. So, we've got some stuff. We've got an emergency line. Nothing there, nothing in there. I turned off. Can I use that? It says start program. There's just a crew roster, I guess. So I'm like, I guess I'll get dressed first. That might be an idea. Ha! Smiley face. Look, that's pretty much a smiley face. Verlaine, crew ID 1, Connor 2. Signed in. That's it. I wish there was more to that screen. I'm going to be honest. I expected more. Look, shower. Labadoo, labadoo, labadoo. Labadoo, labadoo, labadoo. I feel wrong leaving that on, actually. Ah, there we go. Now, I do know what this game is going to be like. I know I'm going to probably brick it. But it doesn't matter because you're all going to brick it with me. Now I'm just going to quickly save because why not? Yeah. Yes. I like the fact that you can turn your head while saving. That's a really cool little feature. I'm pretty sure that is Wally, just a more souped up version. There's also a computer here. Now I'm going to access these, but I'm not going to actually read through them because actually, to be fair, now that I think about it, some of them may actually have some story for me. So, Verlaine, you are on the lookout for a navigational officer. I have a friend that's just lost his ship and he's looking for work. I can vouch for him. He's got good papers. Same old story. The Megacorps undercut him. Picked up all his clients. Contracts are getting harder to come by for the smaller companies. And I'm thinking of getting out myself while I still have something to sell. Sounds like you're doing okay though. Dropped by the docks and heard you just shipped out. Sevastopol Station. What a shithole. Still, I hear Weyland-Yutani pay well. Good luck to you. If you can't beat them, right, let's catch up when you get back. Blaine. So, in case there's any story in those actual... I say story or even like hints to the gameplay throughout the game, I will be reading as many of them as I can, but there are a lot in this game that I know of. Just got the airlock. These are proper samurai suits. This is something I've always been interested in when it comes to sort of this game particularly, because the Alien series was of course made in the 1970s, if I'm correct. I can't exactly remember.
Ripley.
Samuels, did you wake up early?
Well, I don't really need as much sleep as the rest of you. I was just inspecting the Torrens facilities. A well-maintained ship. I realize it's a very similar model to...
The Nostromo.
Yes, M-Class. A later pattern, but close in spec.
I've worked engineering jobs on ships like this.
Of course. Is Taylor up yet? She's not a seasoned traveler. Hypersleep may have been punishing for her.
Haven't seen her. I'll go check on her.
Okay, so I kind of do want to like interrupt any speaking, and I also noticed that if I go to options, if I go to game, where are we looking? Oh, doesn't seem to be there. Let's see if I can actually find it, because this is gonna really bug me if we can't get it. Subtitles, there we are. Because I want to make sure I don't miss anything, because subtitles always help whenever you're on like any game. Now, what I love about, as I was saying about what I love sort of about the Alien franchise and stuff, and like the years it was made, is that, sorry, I just wanted to press a button. It was bugging me. Betty. I can't actually see anything in here that I can actually interact with other than that. Right, so I'll go out. But yeah, so what I liked about the Alien movies is the 1970s technology, like the old computers, I shouldn't be bricking it already. This is like the prologue. I think we're good. Yeah, go down this way. And the iconic scene of
Taylor, good morning.
Ripley, it's certainly not good. I very much doubt it's morning either.
Oh, wow, you ain't.
Sorry.
You a bitch.
I feel like death. I don't know how you people put up with hypersleep regularly.
You get used to it.
I don't do long haul very often. Most legal execs don't travel further than the coffee machine.
I'm surprised Weyland-Yutani felt the need to send legal at all.
The loss of the Nostromo and its cargo cost the company a lot of money. It's important we find out what happened. If I can close the case with a conclusive accident report, it'll look great with my superiors. I'm sorry. That was insensitive. I realize your mother has been missing for 15 years, and you...
It's okay. We'll both get what we want, right?
Have you seen Samuels? He's probably been up for hours.
As I didn't want to skip any dialogue during any of these sort of like little
All
interactions.
personnel to the bridge, approaching Sevastopol Station.
Looks like we're up.
Yeah, so I didn't kind of like want to interrupt any of that, but even though I've got the subtitles on, so I'm going to try and keep quiet whenever there's a point where I don't really need to talk, because other people are talking, which is rude, by the way. You know, they shouldn't be talking over me, the bunch of assholes. Hello, Samuels. Don't mind me, I'm just searching this place. I also see a computer, so I'm going to go to that computer and see what's on there. But yeah, as I was saying, I love the 1970s technology. Nostromo incident. I've lost my mouse. Okay. How do I... Okay, it's page up and page down. Now, I'm on a Mac. I don't know where those keys are. Right. To N. Taylor, R.E. Nostromo incident, Weyland-Yutani file DS9398476. Hey, Taylor, I got your case request. It may take me a while to dig out the files, and the incident happened before my time. And the incident happened before my time at the company, so I'm a bit fuzzy on the details. In 2122, the Weyland-Yutani cargo vessel, the USCSS Nostromo, went missing. No trace was found of its cargo or crew. Apart from a new science officer, the rest of the crew had worked together before 7 in all. Wow, I'm terrible at English today. The Dallas, the captain, Ash, the science officer, Kane, or is it Kane, as executive officer, Ripley, warrant officer, Lambert, navigation officer, Parker, chief engineer, and Brett, engineer technician. Now, what I have a feeling is Kane, like, why they put that spelling, I don't know. I'm guessing there's some sort of Easter egg in it. I don't know. Weyland-Yutani lost a lot of money from it. It's a bit of a black mark in the history. Get the impression they don't like to mention it. Anyway, I'll try and find the files later. Sorry. Coke is horrible. Like, for burping, I guess. If you want... anyway, I'll try and find the files later, clarify some of the points. If you want, I can help you go through them. Maybe some of your luck will rub off on me. I hear upstairs have an eye on you for something big. Saul. That is the wrong button. Oh, that is the wrong button. That is the right button. As I said, these are actually... I'm guessing... Yeah, okay. So it's like using another actual computer while you're on the computer. Torrens manifest. No. Okay, this is... Right. I may as well read it from the top. Name MSV-7760. Torrens, M-Class Starship, Captain Verlaine Diane. Navigator Com Officer Connor William. Owner Verlaine Diane. Contractor Weyland-Yutani. Outbound and return transportation for Weyland-Yutani retrieval team to Sevastopol Station. Team consists of 3 W2I employees: Samuels, C, Ripley, A, Taylor, N. Passengers: Samuels, Christopher, Ripley, Amanda, Taylor, Nina. Number of decks: 2. Number of crew: 2. Interstellar communications antenna, long haul hypersleep chamber, commercial passenger cargo ship retrofitted from a tow rig. Retains operational heavy duty tow umbilical. Sorry, a proper... Right, I am now going to do some product placement. Coca-Cola Zero. It is a zero, isn't it? Yes. Coca-Cola Zero. Gives you more burps than diet. I probably should have looked at the camera then instead of like looking at my screen, because I still was just there like, yep, screen is where the heart is. Now this is going to be as thorough.
Hope you all had a restful journey.
The Torrens is in very good order for an old M-Class captain.
She was a wreck when I bought her. Took a few years and a lot of contracts to refit. She pays for herself now.
You said we're approaching Sevastopol Station. Are we docking?
I believe your contact is Marshal Waits, is that right? I'll hail Sevastopol and arrange boarding with him.
Good. Let's get this done.
Don't worry, Miss Taylor. Routine. In and out. Connor, how we doing?
SMG loaded and calibrated. Approach vector locked.
Prep comm so I can say hello.
Channel open, Captain.
Does everyone have their briefing documents?
You can watch the approach on the monitors.
Okay. Now something I've... Oh, it's one of the supercomputers. Oh, this is why I love this game, because it gets back to the sort of core of the Alien series. It's a cool helmet as well. Okay, but one thing I did actually want to point out, which was fairly interesting, is as I've been listening through my headphones, you guys are going to hear everything, but I've been having my ears switch like mad every time I turn my head, which, to be fair, I've never actually noticed in a game. I'm probably like a newbie person who's, you know, just a noob when it comes to AAA games, but...
Can we see it?
Switch to monitors. Sevastopol Station.
Is that damage?
It looks like damage.
Punch up 74, tight angle.
Looks like the dry dock bay is screwed.
I can't bring the Torrens into that.
This is the commercial vessel Torrens out of St. Clair, registration number MSV-7760, calling Sevastopol Traffic Control. We're carrying 3 passengers on a
Weyland-Yutani Bond. You're holding the Nostromo flight recorder unit. We request immediate permission to transfer the passengers port side over.
This Waits, Colonial Marshal, Sevastopol Station. Serious situation.
Hello, Marshal? Marshal, this is the Torrens. Say again? The station's comms seem pretty screwed up, so I fitted Samuel's suit with a radio booster. I can only keep the Torrens in transit for 24 hours.
You'll have heard from us by then.
Safe trip.
Stand by. My contract doesn't cover bloody spacewalks. It's the only option, and it's perfectly safe if you do what I tell you. Depressurizing. Oh, fuck. Hating this. Just shadow me, Taylor. You too, Samuels.
Affirmative.
Fuck happened here? My God, Ripley. You're doing good, Taylor. Just keep moving!
Taylor, Ripley, hold on!
Samuels! Taylor! Respond! Anybody! Okay.
Oh, that cutscene. That made me excited. For a couple of reasons, actually. I quite like it. I quite like it because one thing you might have heard is that they tried very, desperately to make sure there was, no sound in space, because they did try and keep to the science of it, just like how the actual movies did. They did try and keep to a science of the entire sort of endeavour. And what I like about that entire cutscene... Sorry, pardon me. I've just finished that Coke off, and I am burping like... Burp. That wasn't me. As I was saying, yeah, the fact that you couldn't hear anything was really amusing to me, is because they did it based on if you were inside her suit, and as science works, which is interesting, because I know bugger all about science, but I can guess... You can only ever hear things in a spacesuit which are basically ricocheting off of you, so any vibration which might hit you or affect you. That's the whole thing with sound in space, is that you would never you can't hear anything in space because it's a vacuum, so nothing travels in space properly. But a vibration which hits you is basically using you as sort of like a I don't know what they would call it, actually. It's something sciencey. A catalyst. That's the word. A catalyst to basically cause sounds which you would hear. Which is basically how we work anyways. Something sort of hits us, we hear it. But it's more of a vibration which usually hits us, which causes sound. It's like me talking now sort of does it. I have beautiful news. Wow. Hello. Right. Find help. That's useful. Haha, they got white ones. I got a special gold one. I'm a special scientist. That's why I love I love the samurai look for these. These look awesome. If I could buy one of these sort of, spacesuits, I definitely would, but just because they looked fantastic. Now, I was going to say, I'm curious because there's one missing, but that's probably because you would, be able to choose either side to put it in. Oh, hello. Right, so I'm going to obviously save here, because otherwise I'm going to die, and then I'm going to get depressed because I can't do it, because I'm shocking at games. Yes, it's override. Let's go this way. something. Just to be clear, I'm just backing up just so I can see if there's anything else, sort of like, because there was a second area to go down, so I wanted to make sure that if I went down there, it wouldn't have like made me get lost. So there's nothing down here of interest to me. I'm getting a bit worried already. Okay, that's a no-no. I can see there's just a thing here waiting for me. That was horrifying. But look at that for a fire effect. That is a guy who got paid well to make fire. Now, according to the movies, you shouldn't ever go into one of these vents because you end up dead. Okay, this is scary already. I'm already actually nervous. I shouldn't be this nervous, this like far into the game. Birdie birdie fire time. So yeah, here's a tip to anyone who wants to be, who is like fantastic at coding and decorating how fire looks. Is, you know, if you're good at it, you get to put it into a game like this, and you probably make millions just doing that. Sevastopol link. So we had a different link before, so I'm actually, this is folder corrupted. Oh, I backed out completely. No, I want to look at stuff. Decommissioning. So this is a bit of backstory to the actual Sevastopol station. So to engineering team, RE decommission. So boys and girls, you've probably heard the whispers about Sevastopol by now, and I can confirm it's official. Sevastopol is being decommissioned. I will go over with each of you what this means in regards to your contract and next placement. But for now, we will have a job to do. The suits want this done with a skeleton crew, which means we'll only be getting a few outside contractors to help, but it does mean overtime. I recommend taking what you can while it's available. I should point out that this decommission does not mean look it up. Everything here has to be accounted for, and I will personally escort anyone found helping themselves to equipment to Marshal Waits, the chief. And then another corrupted folder. So we got nothing around here that I can see which will be useful to us, so I'm gonna... Now I know what happens here, just from the fact there's like a scary tiny bridge. Yeah, I'm gonna watch. And then an alien comes out. No.
God damn.
Freaking hell, how far did I fall?
This'll help.
Hold Q to open the radio and use. So I can get this. I don't think I... God. Whee! Once again, somebody was paid quite a lot of money just to make those sort of flexible, like that. And as I say, if you can do that sort of stuff, you will be paid a lot of money. Now, I'm not entirely sure which way I'm meant to go. Is it through here? No. Okay, so this is good. This is a side route. So, if I ever give advice to anyone playing games, whether it's professionally. Not like me. I'm not professional when it comes to playing games. But if you're playing, it's kind of bugging me because I'm trying to talk. I know there's like ricochets and explosions and stuff are not helping. Yeah, if you're playing a game for YouTube or whatever, even just like doing it on your own anyway, like most of the time I would just play these sort of games. There's no working